I really do count myself as one of those lucky dads that has a relationship with a daughter that is second to none. From the day she was born until today, we have had a fantastic relationship. Well, 99% of the time anyway. As a baby, she was no trouble at all. As a toddler, she was as good as gold. Growing up, she was just an excellent kid to have about the place. Never caused us any worries until she grew up a bit more. She's just one of those people that can have that magic of lighting up a room when she walks into it. Her smile is infectious. We share the same sense of humor. We like the same banter. Poor Nick, sometimes we're like a double act going at him, but he takes it on the chin. We have a bit of a laugh. I don't think he finds us very funny at all, but we smile quite a bit. He's a good lad, though, to be fair to him. First time we got to meet Nick, Abby announced that they would be coming over to walk up onto the Black Hill. I remember it well. It was a Sunday morning. And I was told, please don't tell any of your stories, and definitely not none of your dad jokes. I thought, oh, well, this one must be serious. Anyway, Nick came over. They did walk up the Black Hill. And a really nice touch, I thought, was actually proposed to her on the Black Hill. I thought that was a really nice touch. I hope you have a very happy and healthy life together, because if you have that, the rest doesn't matter.
In the presence of God and before this congregation, Nick and Abby have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. They have declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by the giving and receiving of rings. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife.
Now to the nitty-gritty of how they met. There's been a lot of rumours and speculation, but it ultimately comes down to the old proverb, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. During the summer 2020 lockdown, Leinster men's and ladies had a competition on Strava, where they were split up into mixed teams, and they were aiming to be the first team to hit the total target number of points and win the overall competition. Nick, being Nick, highly competitive, was the spearhead of his team and was running them home for glory. His stats were outrageous. 100-mile bike rides on Sundays, and he had multiple King of the Hill crowns from running around Leinster at stupid times of night. It was all going to plan, and his team was leading the comp, until one day he came down to the farm in a huff. Me, Mum and Dad asked, "What's wrong, Nick?" After multiple times of him telling us nothing, the worry and bother gets to him, and he reveals all. "Oh, it's this Strava competition. Well, people aren't taking it seriously." The three of us, trying to keep the smiles off our faces, ask, "Why's that?" He says, "Well, it's this girl, Abby Phillips. She's getting a lot of Strava points for her team by recording her steps whilst mowing the lawn." Abby, being unaware of this rivalry she's involved in, at some point in pre-season training, spots Nick and decides she'd like a piece of that. She makes some very subtle hints to the hockey crowd at the first joint social of the year. They are pushed together and they have their first conversation. They hit it off, and what unfolds next is exactly what we imagined. Their first date is a run, together on Strava, around Hereford.
As the Strava runs continued, they both realised they had similarity and they hit it off. Together they built a life of adventures and more than a few DIY projects. Whether it's hockey games or hiking up hills or renovating their home, they take it all on as a team. If marriage is about growing together, challenging each other, and still managing to laugh, then you two are amazing.
Now to the most important part, my wife. You look absolutely breathtaking today. When you walked up the aisle, I was very, very close to tears, and I had a massive, massive lump in my throat. I honestly can't believe how lucky I am to call you my wife. You've made me a better person just by being in my life, and I promise to spend the rest of mine trying to make you as happy as you've made me. You're my best friend, my calm in the chaos, and let's be honest, sometimes the chaos in my calm. I stand here as the luckiest person alive. I've married my best friend and the love of my life. Come rain or shine, I will always love you, Ab. I'll be there for you and promise to be beside you heading up that mountain.